me.
Yeah, both of them blinked twice trying to reconnect.
All right, but at least they connected, so we can be happy about that.
So are we good?
Yeah, looks like we are good.
Good evening.
And go. Good evening, and one more time, good evening. It's a little bit after 9 on a Saturday night, so it means it's time for PolyTalk with Regal Love. I'm Eddie.
Tyra. Bernice.
And together we create the energy known as Regal Love, a full functioning black poly triad who originate here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Went back to the original greeting just because it felt good to do it. All right. Hey, how's everybody doing? We just going to take a few ticks to let a few folks get in here. We are broadcasting from our Regal Love page and from my personal page, Eddie Shaman Phoenix page. And waiting to see if we can get a little traction in here, see if we can get some folks step in and say hi and all that whatnot. We have
Hey, Maxwell.
See, now that bug you was talking about, now messing with me.
Stupid gnats. I'm mad he flew in the door.
All right, shit. I don't know which one of these we operating from first. So we'll just stay here. This is our page. You
Might be on yours.
all right, well, you
I
pick up.
adore your connections.
You pick up PolyTalk on Regal Love, and I'll just switch it over to my page on here. Because I can't see that from way over there. I just cannot. As y'all know, folks, when it comes to technology, I suck. But, yeah, that's why she's around. She take care of all that shit.
That's why I'm around, though.
Ain't the only reason, but
Right.
it's a good reason. All right, here we go. Hey, that looks like us. Maxwell Damage.
You're on the same one as me.
Oh,
He said to go to Regal Love.
I said you go to Regal Love.
I am on Regal Love.
Wait.
You're on Regal Love.
I
I
am?
saw you put. I
I
swear I
could've
saw
swore,
him hit
yeah.
his name.
Yeah. I mean, they're
No,
the
it's
same.
saying you're live now. Oh, yeah. How is it on both?
I just said I'm broadcasting from my page and yours.
Okay, but
And,
usually
well,
you can't
ours.
see everybody on a personal page.
Oh, okay.
Regal Love is the one where you'll see every comment.
Right. All right.
Demetrius Mills is here. Slim checking in. Much love to you good people this evening.
Slim Cutter, my brother. What you know, Slank and Slim, my guy. It's good to see you checking in with me, baby. All right, we're just gonna go to this. There you go. All right, so we're just gonna do that. Turn it down, please. Thank you. Am I done? Damn, now I'm loud too. I'm trying to turn them both down. I can't get neither one of them turned down. But that's all right. Now we all right.
Okay, that's a good way to tell the difference. I got the count.
Oh, okay.
Because it's that page.
Right.
Our page.
Right. So our page probably got more people.
No, it's just that's the count of who's watching. No matter where they are.
Oh, okay.
But because it's that live, that's most likely where it's from. But who knows? We'll see.
We'll figure it out. Like I said, we're going to take a few ticks, try to let a few folks slide in here so we can get into what we came for tonight. For those who follow us with any regularity, you understand that we were recently featured on Who Wants to Date Bernard's Friend. And that was us because as we have spoken about so often for so long, you know, we are constantly attempting to create new connections. Every connection is not going to end up a significant other, and and take two. Every connection is not going to end up a significant other, but every connection will be taken seriously.
Every connection has a potential to be part of the tribe, but not every connection will be Regal Love.
Ah, see, there she go. All right. So there's 1,015,000 seats in the original Love bus. But in the Regal Love car, there's only a few spots. So right now we are trying to fill a local spot for our
Aw.
Regal Love family. And yeah, I see them. Bernard, you just checked in. We were just talking about you, big guy. Thank you.
Hey.
He definitely created a platform that should be getting a lot more traction than it does. I mean, it does decent numbers and everything, but for as involved as Bernard is in so many different factors in amongst around the city, yeah, I can see where
We can't wait to see where it heads.
Yeah. So thank you for that, Bernard. Appreciate you. Appreciate you putting us out there. He said he got some behind the scenes inquiries and everything, but we're still looking for a little traction on our end because we are actively, as I said, trying to date someone local or someone's local. Is not necessarily. It's not necessarily we're looking for a single woman or a single male. If you are a couple, if you are a triad, and the energies work, let's work. We're as always, I want to be responsible with the way I deliver information and the way that I'm perceived. You know, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that frame on it. I'm very opinionated, strongly so, as a matter of fact, and I try not to harshly voice my opinion as much as a lot of times I probably would. I credit that to these two.
Power of positivity.
Yes. As I always say, my posse twins. Like I said, I feel like they have created a balance that I needed for myself. Some deficiencies that I didn't even recognize I had, they brought to light, and it. And I cautiously use the word force, and it forced me to look at myself in a way to say, you know what?
It enabled you.
There you go. It empowered me even better. There you go. It empowered me to look at myself in a way to say, wait a minute, you're being very selfish. The way you look at the world is geared for your benefit exclusively. The way
Maxwell wishes us good luck in that journey.
Thank you, sir. Definitely appreciate it. I wish us luck too. I think I'm going through all of this right now just to get to this point. When you put yourself in a position for it to change you, love does change you. I speak a lot about my personal journey, the things I've gone through, the things I've had to deal with, the things I've survived. And I don't want to get into any of that right now. But what I want to get into is the fact that I watch so many people make the very conscious decision to say, I'm going to step away from everybody, everything, every connection, every relationship, so I can work on myself. But then you get very comfortable being by yourself.
Not to say that it's not a healthy thing to do it, but you got to remember not to fall into that comfort zone in it. Because yes, sometimes it is healthy to take a little time to work on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you need to.
Yes.
But you have to remember not to get stuck there. Because if you get stuck there, you become, complacent?
Complacent. You are no longer user friendly.
Yeah.
because you stop developing the skill set to be user friendly.
Right. You put yourself on pause. So you're no longer moving forward.
But I have so much I want to say, but it doesn't serve the purpose for tonight. But tonight I definitely wanted to take a little more time and
It's right here.
Right. I'm like,
I know, but what is that down there?
that's this.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
just showing who's showing up.
No, honey,
Lena?
I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about this one over here. What is that on the bottom? I can't see that.
Somebody that's
They're
watching.
comments.
Valerie. It should be on your phone.
It's
No,
not.
it's not. I think there's a delay between that. Looking at it there and looking at it here.
Okay, it's delayed.
It's just
Because I just got
You forgive us, folks. I'm
yeah, don't look there.
yeah. I got to quit focusing on what's going on up
Yes.
there. I'm sorry. Okay, let me get back to where I'm at. When you take that time and you separate, again, you stop developing the necessary skills to interact with other people. I listen to people speak about how, yeah. I just thought about where that's going. That's no good. That's no good. We ain't gonna do
no
that.
bueno.
It's no bueno. We're not gonna talk about that right now. Again, let's double back so we can get to the beginning again. Bernard opened up the space for us on Who Wants to Date Bernard's Friend. And we got a lot of good comments and actually very, very reasonable questions. So I wanted to make sure that we kind of went through those questions because there was so much confusion about what it was that we were looking for, how we were going about it, because for whatever reason, we have been automatically confused as swingers. And as if we are just out here hunting for new sex partners. And go ahead.
To be fair, most people confuse polyamory with swinging. And that's just a reality. You know, most people that have their opinions on polyamory are usually strongly based in the mentality of what they believe swinging to be.
Right.
And they don't understand that it's two different lifestyles. I'll say lifestyles this time because polyamory is a love style.
Tell them.
Swinging is a lifestyle. Swinging is a temporary thing, where polyamory is a more permanent thing. And
But they can intermingle.
yeah, but that's what most
often
people like. You know, people that attack from the religious perspective,
Right.
they are usually thinking more of a swinging type dynamic,
Yeah.
as opposed to what polyamory is.
Right.
They're not considering the actual deep connections you're creating with people. They're considering, oh, he got his cake and eat it too. She
Sure
got her
do.
cake and eat it too.
Uh-huh. But that's
But that's usually thinking along the lines of the swinging side of things. And I said cake because cake is another word for sex in that scenario.
yes.
You know, whereas polyamory is much deeper than swinging.
We prioritize our emotional connections.
And swinging is physical.
Swinging is more physical. As we've discussed before, I'm demisexual. This guy, me. And that means that I require an emotional connection to be physically connected. We'll just use that.
And I lean more towards the asexual side, which means, yes, I do have sex, but I don't necessarily prioritize it over emotional connections. It takes a real emotional connection for me to even consider sexual connections. And sometimes even the emotional connection is all I need to be perfectly satisfied.
Mm.
But that doesn't mean I don't have my days. I'll leave that there, you know.
Okay, we'll just.
I'll leave that open to
Rest
the
it.
imagination.
We'll rest it
because,
there.
yeah. It's not that I don't have my fun. Yes, I have my cake and eat it too. Just like everybody else. But my sexual connections with others are not predicated on physical interactions. They're more predicated on how deep emotionally involved I am with people. Is that a good way to put it?
Fantastic.
All right, and I'm spent. Because I don't like talking about sex.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
But
Now,
I did promise I would make that perfectly clear.
yes, you did, I for one, I really appreciate her being that version of vulnerable and candid, because it lends to the reality of what polyamory is
Right.
for us.
Right.
Right. Because so many people do think it's a sexual thing, and
Right.
you actually can have this component of a person in a relationship who really that's really the last thing they're focused on. And like she said, it's just not, it's not a priority.
There are partners in our lives that I have never touched. However, I have a deeper connection with them than I do with anybody else on the street. And that's just how that goes. Because I will definitely choose them over somebody I'm more fit at, somebody I might be, you know, what is it? That rare occurrence where I'm just physically attracted, because it takes a lot.
Right.
It does. It does. And that's because I'm very cerebral. And if you can't match brains with me, it is hard for me to really connect to you. Like these two right here, oh man. I love the emotional, physical, all the connections. It's wonderfully wonderful. You know, and that is why I made the statement earlier about how, you know, people can become part of the tribe. That doesn't necessarily mean you're part of Regal Love.
Right.
Regal Love is its own entity. Original Love is our tribe. And our tribe is many.
Yes.
And we love every last one of the members of our tribe. And a lot of them, you know, to be fair, when they're with us, oh yeah, they're all in Regal Love.
Mm-hmm.
They're right there with us. But because we are local, this is the core of Regal Love.
Right.
Yeah. And I would say, I guess I'm kind of more like Eddie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
More demisexual.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite as strong.
Yeah.
But I feel pretty much
right
the same way. That I definitely prefer.
Because you also have, you know, that physical thing where somebody's just
so
really
for me,
physical appealing
that
to you
is
too.
That is very important to me.
Absolutely.
To definitely have that physical component as well as the love component.
Right. And for me, the priority is the love component and over the physical. The physical comes with the love.
I think we're all in agreement when it comes to that, because the reality of it is this, and I've always said this: the closer I am to you, the closer I'll be to you. If I understand that I am emotionally secure, I am mentally safe, I have
Mentally
my
safe
partners.
is important.
My partners have created space for me, because that's very, very, very important. You to be considered, for someone to take time out of their whole real lives and look at your piece to their life and say, let me make sure that piece is always going to be available. The emotional maturity that it takes to navigate multiple relationships, listen, I promise you, you will unlearn and relearn everything you thought you knew about relationships when you have more than one person that you are applying these rules to. Because somewhere down the line, what happens is you become in tune. There's an energy exchange that is undeniable. And that comes with trust. That comes with the time spent understanding your partner, as we spoke about last time we were here, understanding versus knowing. Making sure we put the type of energy into our partners that our partners can understand. And sometimes we have to say the words. This is an investment in our future for me. So many people. Exactly. For us. I mean, no, but what I'm saying is, I have had to say the words. This effort that I'm putting out is an investment in my future with you. That's what this is about.
That's fair.
I don't want it to be missed. I don't want you to gloss over it. I want it to be understood. This is effort, and this is what the effort is for.
Do all kind of effort, man.
Y'all just don't understand this. Oh my God.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Whoo, shit. All right, here we go.
Here you go.
What the hell was I saying, man?
I'm sorry.
You were talking about the effort that
Yes.
you're putting in the investment.
There you go. There you go. That sometimes it has to be articulated, folks. Ladies, gentlemen, we have got to, and I've been saying this for so long, we have got to get past the idea that we are enemies. We have got to stop treating each other as if we are not together. We have got to put away the old idea that this other person cannot be trusted.
What happened to partnership?
When
Can you not trust the partner?
when we allow ourselves to continue to subscribe, gentlemen, let me speak to you for half a tick here. When we allow ourselves to continue to subscribe to the belief, because it's not a fact, that we can only slut out that broad in the street. We can't slut out our woman at home. Why the fuck not?
I'm gonna sell him off the bench
I'm trying to tell you.
quickly. I have.
The things that us as men, we think, oh my God, I love my woman too much for that. My woman's too good for that. Yeah, we got to get rid of that bullshit. That bullshit got to hurry the fuck up and go somewhere else. Because,
Real quick,
go ahead.
keep that thought. Because she should also be loving you to that same intensity.
Okay, now.
So, shouldn't
sharp as iron.
she be right on the same page as you, or he, or they, or them, or whatever their pronoun may be?
Fair enough. But yeah, you are 1,000,000% correct there.
Yeah, because I feel like, because when we got started, it was literally, for lack of a better word, a contract.
Yeah.
It was
a
an
very
agreement.
real verbal agreement.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, you want to be my girl? Yeah. Nope. That happened, but then there was a whole conversation on what the fuck that meant.
How free are we to be us?
What does that look like for both of us?
Right.
What should I expect from you? This is what I am hoping I will get. This is what I am expecting. Can you get there with me? There were some yeses and there were some nos.
Right.
And all of the conversation was met with nothing but honor and respect.
And the beauty of that is, if there were no's, there were very real reasons behind those no's.
Yeah.
And some of those no's have changed because we have grown and developed.
Yes. Yes.
We have grown and realized, oh, wait, this was my personal trauma saying no.
You better tell the truth.
But now I have a new understanding. So this no now became a yes.
All right now. Y'all hear her talking.
So let's explore this and see where it goes. And if at any time I am feeling uncomfortable, and this is not just me saying this is me saying they are personally feeling uncomfortable, we all have the right to voice how we feel and be heard.
V and I, we argue more than any other relationship I had.
I love it.
Rephrase.
I ain't gonna
We
lie.
used to.
Yes, y'all used to
Because
y'all
yeah,
grown and developed.
we haven't had an argument in a good piece of time. And for us that says something. Because we argue once a week.
Say yes.
Yes.
Say no. Y'all
Argument.
argue.
There you go. All right. We did that argument right there in front of everybody. Boy, it got ugly.
It's out the way. It'll be another 5 years before that one.
But in those arguments, I learned better conflict resolution skills. It put me in the direct line to have to make a choice. Do I want my relationship to continue, or do I want to stand on my principle? Now, I can always be right, but that don't mean I'll be happy. Or I can be happy and don't give that type of priority to being right. Happy always feels better than right. Because right feeds the shit out of my ego and it makes my pride feel good.
How many people are sitting alone today but feel right?
Oh.
And miserable.
Because they had no give to understand where somebody else could be right. Just because you feel you are absolutely 100% right does not mean that somebody else's outlook isn't just as valid, just as right.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to step into other people's shoes. That is a key component, in my opinion, of polyamory.
Yeah.
Because I can understand, I can think, he might say something to me or she might say something to me and I might be like, well, this is how he would feel about that, or this is how she might feel about that. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just valid because I'm able to step in other people's shoes. And they have both shown that they are also capable of that. So that is wonderful. That's how we work.
Yeah. Because
we can honestly look and she can look at him and say, you know what? I don't think Tyra would like that.
For real. And it has happened.
And then the conversation happened and I'd be like, I don't like that.
It definitely has happened.
But he could be 100% absolutely convinced, oh, she'll like this. And it don't matter what it is. It could be something material. It could be something emotional. It could be something, an event.
Right.
Something that comes up. You know, that you got to learn your partners. Like we say, unlearn to relearn.
Yes.
You have to unlearn what you were taught to believe about, I don't want to say the opposing sex because it could be the same sex. But what you're taught to know about other people.
Relationships.
Thank you.
primarily relationships.
That does sum it up. Thank you.
The concept of a relationship is not built with trust. Men, never let your woman know how much you really make. Ladies,
What?
always keep something hidden for a rainy day.
What? Let me file your taxes.
Ain't no trust. Ain't no trust there. Because you're automatically hiding. You are being programmed to withhold.
Yep. You got to keep this separate. Make sure, even if you have a joint account, you have your own separate account. Why?
Yeah.
If it's joint and you're both responsible adults, then, or all of you are responsible adults, then it would be used responsibly. But are you taught to trust that other people are just as responsible?
You are the only good person you know.
I'm not.
That's no. That's the mentality that we're taught.
Yeah.
You are the only person you can trust. You are the only person you can depend on. But you're never taught that this next person does love you. This next person does want to be there for you. But this next person is a human being and they made a mistake.
Wow.
Does that mean they don't love you? No. It means that they had a human experience that they didn't handle good.
In human experience, it made me cuss the big word. I used to talk all the shit because he would cuss a lot. Now I'm cussing.
Now it's her. But again, because these things happen, we make bad choices. We don't think things all the way through. We don't really consider how our partners feel when we make these choices. Does that mean we don't love them?
When you were talking about errors people make, to err is human.
Yes.
First off,
Forgive is divine.
to forgive is yes, baby. Yes. And I think that is something important to remember in relationships, because you are dealing with another whole person who thinks and acts by what they were taught and what their nature is. Because I don't believe in nurture versus nature. I believe everybody is comprised of both. Because you have some things that you got by nature.
Yep.
Just like you might have a certain type of nose because you got that by nature because genetics.
Right.
But somebody raised you a certain kind of way, so you have a certain belief system. But it is also up to you to decide for yourself which parts of that belief system you truly believe. You know, for many years, like you've said many times, you believed a certain way because that is what you were taught. That is what you knew.
That's what they gave me.
But then you got to a point in your life where you had to look at yourself and say, wait, do I actually believe this?
Exactly. But see, wow! Okay, I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, I kind of like
Yeah,
that. The whole...
Oh my goodness, that just sparked so much other stuff.
Yeah.
But this is not the space for that. Understanding that we don't learn the right things in the right space. The way the reason I started King's Corner originally, is so I could give my unfiltered opinion on it used to be called King's Corner, if I ruled the world. That's what it was called. And that was the space where I would just say, you know what? If it were up to me, this is what would happen. In the same space, and I've always said this, if it were up to me, polyamory would be a regular option for a relationship.
Right.
Not because it's trendy, not because it's fashionable, but because it fits.
Right, because it's natural.
I
Because it feels natural to the person.
I failed miserably
As most people.
in monogamy. And in every case, it was the emotional affairs I was having. Because I connect
To multiple
to
people.
multiple people. I have a lot of different outputs.
Okay.
And I can accept a lot of
I
input.
think I might have a good example of how people's outlooks might look at that. If you look at your partner and you think your partner is a little too flirty with somebody, it might literally just be that they have some unspoken connection with that person. And there's nothing wrong with that. But they're not overstepping boundaries that they agreed to.
Mm-hmm.
I.e. monogamy. You know how many married people, because I can't say men or women,
Right.
how many married people do you hear of that are connecting with somebody out in the world? It's not that they're actually having an affair with that
husbands.
person. Work wives.
Work wives. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
There it is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
exactly
a
a good example.
Because you allow yourself to get that version of comfortable. There is a familiarity that borders on intimacy with this other person.
Right. Everything but that
you get almost jealous when you see your work wife talking to somebody else. Like, hey, they
wait
spend
a minute,
little bit
I'm
too
the
much
hubby
time.
over here.
Right, I'm the hubby here. What the hell going on?
You belong to me. What's happening?
But again, like she said, that's a great example of that.
But yeah, it really is, because if you really think about it, a lot of people are sitting in monogamous relationships, but they have these outside connections that they're deeply connected to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that they're trying to step away from their relationship. It's that naturally they're just connecting with the world around them. There are billions of people on this planet. What makes you honestly think that you're only meant to connect with one person? What? I'm not saying you're not monogamous. I'm in no way saying that, because some people are very monogamous. But even monogamous people have people that they just connect with on some other level. What do you think a best friend is?
Okay, now.
A best friend is a deep connection that's not necessarily your relationship.
Right.
Because most people, even though we know our partner is our best friend, period, point blank, our partners, all that. But you still have somebody outside that relationship that you call best friend. Right. Why? Because you share a deep connection with that friend.
When you really think about, since you start talking about friends, and then in the comparison of polyamorous relationships, when you think about friends, like I know I have a few what I would call best friends.
Right.
So of course I'm not going to limit myself to, well, I'm only allowed to have one best friend.
Right.
Because each of my best friends, we have a different connection.
Exactly.
And so those friends bring out different parts of me, and I share different things with those friends.
Yes.
I mean, there's some things I share with all of them.
Right.
But there's some you're like
that are reserved just for them.
And because you know your friends, and it's just like, well, I feel like I can.
I
feel like I can only tell you this because
Right. I know you ain't gonna tell nobody else.
And you know how they are. You know how they are. They don't really like to
they gonna judge this one right here, so I'm gonna tell you about this.
Right. But then you got that one friend where you literally feel like you could just tell everything to.
Yes.
And you really, and they don't have to agree with you. I mean, you know.
They ain't got to at all.
They'll tell you like, girl, really.
But guess what? But guess
But
what?
you know, you can
Real
talk to them,
friends
but you
and
know-
real
right.
connections, they're not gonna
Right.
they're not gonna unfriend you because they don't agree with
Right.
you.
Whole truth.
Period.
Right.
Whole truth.
So
Very
I think,
well said, V.
you know, when you look at polyamory, friendship, I mean, you could go down the line.
Mhm.
Right.
It's like
It's
you have,
all
you're right,
relationships.
you have one kid you really love,
Right.
but you're like, oh, I think I want another one. Then you have another one. Oh, now you're up to 5 kids. No, I'll understand it because 2 is enough for me.
One and done.
Y'all ain't gotta be talking about the fact I got 5 goddamn kids.
Hey.
I'm a
Excuse you.
good goddamn daddy.
Yes, you
But
are.
that's the only
Well,
point.
I made 5.
But there's a difference there.
But the only point I'm trying to make is that the heart is so big,
Yes.
and there is room for so much love.
Yeah.
Heart holds 4 chambers, but guess what? All them chambers can be filled.
Yep.
With different pieces
Different
of
pieces.
love.
I have right now. I have 4 women in my life that hold huge pieces of my heart, and they get any part of me that they want at any given moment. I'm just very, very fortunate that all the ladies in my life get along, so they don't get pissed off when somebody else needs me. And I have some wonderful connections in the making, and of course, I am going to be hopeful until a local connection is made. But
Local-ish.
yeah, local-ish. You know, we might be able to see each other more
don't
than
take
once
a
a month.
year to get to them.
Right. What we got here? Kanisha Jones. Hey, beautiful one. What you doing? Good to see you, boo. Juliet Flores, the godmother of Harlem. How are you, dear? Thanks for coming in. Dana. Hey, boo. Mwah, mwah.
I miss your face. I need to see you. Maxwell Damage.
Matt, we knew he was here.
Ira Muhammad.
Hey! What's going on, big guy?
Keisha Freeman.
Sister! Hi, baby. Yes, I did get your text message. You have to know that I suck at texting. I'm a call kind of guy.
Do you?
And check the last time I text you. And we live together. I don't text. Yeah, it's bad. Anyway,
I see Coco.
I love you. I'm so glad you're doing better. You got all my positive energy and all my prayers for you, honey, because we know this is gonna work. We're gonna get this done. Texas too far. Copa, Texas.
We've been there.
This little stretch out the way. I mean, we'll get there. You know we'll get there. But it's just a stretch out the way from what we're looking for right now.
We far East Coast. You're a whole nother time zone, baby.
Oh yeah, but we speak a lot about being intentional.
It's important.
I'm always speaking to the fellas if I possibly can. About what our intention looks like. Are you clear? Or do you just expect her to understand?
I think that could be more geared to everybody because females suffer from that too. Are you clear?
Giving all respect to that. I always speak, and we talk about this all the time. I always speak from a position of leadership.
Yeah. You always speak from the male perspective.
Yes, and the male perspective should have leadership baked into it. Be decisive. Make choices. Stand behind your word.
Mm-hmm.
Those
of the
things
things
right
I
there
love
are that's integrity. That's what that's about. So, as I was saying, um, make sure that we are clear with our communication, so the people that we are communicating with don't have to interpret what they believe we mean. They don't have to take and say, well, because I know him like this, it makes sense that this is what he really meant. But if you were just that much distracted when you were talking, you didn't get your point across at all.
And I think everybody's guilty of it.
I recognize how I have done it in trying to rush communication. Horrible idea.
Or rush a resolution.
Even more to the point. To try to rush to get to the end of something.
Yeah.
You know, this as they always say, life is a journey, not a destination. So we need to walk each other through these conversations. So we recognize that the other person really understands us. So the other person gets a sense of purpose. And I'm going to say it just like that. Because now you have a directive. You have something that you have agreed that you will be responsible for. So now we have an accord. That we have come to an agreement to say, I'm going to love the shit out of you. You ready? I think that is an agreement. And our...
it hasn't shown up yet.
And our I think that's here.
Mm-hmm. It just showed up. Hey!
Black boy! What's going on? Ken Luke! It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. I'm over here ranting and raving about men being more, what's the word again? Intentional with the way we communicate. Yes, ma'am. My glasses.
You so shiny.
I got the soul glow. Mm-hmm.
I got no more kisses.
All done.
Shit.
Shit. I got that one.
Oh man.
Oh, Ken says prefers IG over FB.
Well, you know, IG, we don't get a lot of traction over there. And tonight we're actually we can get way off what we're supposed to be doing. But we're supposed to be going over the questions. Kofa, she kicks back in. Hey, my baby, how you doing? That's Tribe Mate from
So the questions?
The questions from Who Wants to Date My
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bernard's friend. And not hold back because of the other person's feelings, because y'all are in the space of growing and loving, not chaos. Exactly. Because you should be able to disagree, not have the same perspective. And even if you can't come to an agreement at the end of it, you should respect each other enough to say, you know what, that's how you feel, this is how I feel. Let's leave it there. What's going on? Oh. What's I say?
Like Saint Bernard.
Shut, man. See,
Yeah.
I thought I see.
That's why I left it alone.
Just when I was going to just leave him alone, my brother got to start with the bullshit.
Sir.
And, okay, all right. See, y'all better be glad.
No.
Y'all, you a lucky fella. Man, look, okay. What was I saying?
You've got mail.
And basically agree to disagree.
Yeah.
That
We
people need to learn how to do
have
that.
we have to have that, at least that version of respect for each other. Because you're entitled to your own thoughts, your own opinions, your own feelings. We are not going to always agree on everything. We're not going to look at each other every day and be like, this is the best person ever.
And you have the right to demand your own thoughts, your feelings, and opinions.
If you do not have this, if you are not naturally given the space for it, let it be known you need it.
That part.
Because we all have to survive these relationships.
Because those who do not give you the space for it obviously have a wall put in place because somewhere down the line, something taught them to put up a wall where your thoughts, feelings, and opinions don't matter. Nobody's thoughts, feelings, and opinions matter but mine. That is no healthy way to live. My opinion.
Not at all.
Hey, I agree 1,000%. Because the reality is, everybody's life shaped them how it shaped them. Well, okay. How is it different when adding a man versus adding a woman to a poly relationship? From my vantage point, it's not. I don't see the difference.
There should be no real difference. We are taught to accept one opinion over another. So a lot of people gear towards
Competition?
no. They gear towards, they look at a man and they think, oh, he just won a bunch of women.
Right.
But they're not looking at the women in that dynamic saying, oh, they won a few men. So because they're not looking at that perspective at all, which is the case 99% of the time, they're looking at it more as there's a vast difference between the two. But in reality, a true polyamorous dynamic is accepting of both. Because there is an equality in there. Yes, the man is a leader, but there is still an equality in that. Because the man might be that leader, might be that, you know how they speak of mothers and fathers, where the man is the disciplinarian and what is the woman? The nurturer. There is another half to that. There is another side to that coin. Where she, in her own rights, has just as much rights as that man. And that's why I don't think there should be a real difference between adding a man in as to adding a female in. Because I don't see where there should be an actual difference. As long as it's responsibly handled. Because of course you want to make sure that everybody's well informed. You want to make sure there is complete understanding in there. So if all those things are a factor, it should be just as smooth a transition as it is for either sex. Do you have a different perspective on that?
No, I mean, I don't. And this is coming from a man who, when V and I first started seeing each other, I was the other boyfriend.
Well, no.
No, well, no.
No,
No,
when
not
we
first started
seeing each other.
Right.
No,
Well, when we
just felt
we're just
that
broken. I had just
when we first became
my relationship
friends.
had ended.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because we didn't start
Because
seeing
we
each
met,
other for a long
yes.
time.
We met.
Yes,
we met
when you
when
first
I had,
met,
We met
yes.
when I had a boyfriend because
Right.
that's how we met. You were,
But by the
you
time
guys
it became
weren't
serious, it was
interested.
another story.
You guys were basically interested in
Right.
dating us
Right.
as a couple,
Right.
As a unit.
Yeah.
But then,
Hell, we
That
did
happened.
go on a
Right.
date.
We went on a few.
Right.
We went on a few, and then our relationship ended, and then basically almost immediately.
Like it was so enough to blur the line because it was that close.
Right.
Right. But
Yeah.
it was over, and
Right.
then the
Right.
ex within our relationship, it was about
It
seven,
turned.
it was about
It turned
7
into
months.
a friendship.
Yeah, it was no.
You're
No,
somewhere
stop.
else.
Let me just finish. Let me
Okay.
finish. No, the ex came back 7 months down the line after we
Yeah.
started dating, and so then at that point, I was in a relationship
Mhm.
with Eddie and the ex.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And so again, for me, the capacity to give space for your partner to experience life how they see fit. It's a tough road. I am not gonna bullshit you like it ain't, because my pride has said fuck all that on a whole lot of occasions. But as you guys hear me say so often, I try to take a page from Tyra more often than not, because Tyra is the fucking poster child for compersion, for patience, for support. Because I have wanted to break up with this motherfucker 9,000 times, and 9,001 Tyra was right there talking about, that ain't what you really want. That ain't what you really want. You're just upset right now.
Yeah.
Calm down.
And
Think about it. Yeah. So
whatever
again,
you decide, you have.
my full support, but I think you should.
But I think you need to reevaluate the situation.
So when you have that type of support, when you have that person in your fucking corner, you can't lose. You just can't. Because when I make those knee-jerk reactions and they're wrong, I have somebody that I recognize no matter what never wants to hurt me, never wants to see me distressed, always wants to see me win. When she says to me, and now I feel the same way about me, when they say to me no, I don't even ask why they said no.
Because there's a real reason.
I recognize that they seen something that I didn't. So okay. All right. I don't even need to know what y'all saw. Okay. I'm going to leave it alone. And because that shit, I think it's only happened once since we've all been together. I think it's only happened once. Well, twice. Twice unofficially.
Twice. Yeah.
Once official, twice unofficial. I say unofficial because I made a move before I found out about the other shit. But anyway, like I said, I have learned to trust their counsel. Yes, they do put me in the space to be the figurehead, the leader of this relationship. But it's only because they know that I take their perspective into consideration and I apply it to my decision-making process.
Because any decision you make also affects us.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Any decision I make affects them. Any decision she makes about the relationship affects us. That's just how it goes.
That's why I absolutely refuse to lie, to omit information, because there are too many people that are affected by my choices. And that is not fucking fair.
And it's not just us.
Exactly. And there's nowhere in the world that I can even consider that I love these people the way I say I love these people, and I don't want to protect them. Not protect them from the truth. Oh my fucking God, when I tell you I hate that phrase. Ah! But I wanna protect my people to the best of my ability, and if and when I do fail in my protection, I at least want to be man enough to stand up and warn them. Hey, something went wrong.
And you know that you exhausted every not opportunity, that's the word. That was about every option you had of resolving whatever it is.
Mhm.
So it's not like we know if you're coming to us to say something like that, we know you tried absolutely everything you could think of first.
Right. Because I am intentional like that. I've set them up to expect nothing less than 100% of my effort. When y'all set me to a task, what do?
Get her done.
That shit done. That shit done because I know I have capable women in my life. I know that these motherfuckers, they'll do it themselves. So if they're going to make space for me to be the man in their lives, I step the fuck up and I be the man in their life.
And to be fair on that note, because that speaks to a man's leadership as well. To be fair on that note, that's because we as women were taught
Do it yourself.
that we can do everything ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So we got so accustomed to doing it ourselves that it became harder when we didn't have to. Like, how many years did it take me to let you open a door for me? Because I was so used to going everywhere solo that I was used to opening all my doors. Yeah. So it's just out of habit that I'm just opening doors. Not even thinking, oh, wait, let him do that because that is the man and he wants to do that for me.
Do you understand how hard it is to condition a woman to allow you to be a gentleman to her?
Yeah. But to be fair, and I have seen it in several medias where the woman would get offended because the man opened the door, or she would get offended because he wanted to pay the bill. Right, exactly. That's how I feel. But there are a lot of people and a lot of examples out there where they're like, I can do it. I can do it for myself. I don't need you to do this for me. But why not allow?
I got a mortgage and he volunteers.
Right.
I'll take.
Mama need a new car.
Right.
But I think that plays into it. I really do.
I definitely agree. I feel like the version of man I was taught to be was created for a version of a woman that no longer exists. And I can't get mad at women for having to adapt to the circumstances at hand. I was speaking to my son earlier today, and we were laughing about how we have another family member who is just butthurt about women right now. And we're just like, dude, every day a fresh I hate women post? What the hell is going on?
We'll tell you after.
We'll tell you later.
Yeah, we'll tell you later.
I'll tell you later. So he and I, my youngest son and I, we're sitting and we're talking about it. And I said, you have to understand, he's speaking from a much different space. Where we are in a space of self-reflection. And it's not a reflection of anyone else. It's about us. The version of us that we emulate. That's the version of us that we're focused on. Not who we think we are, not who we want to be, but the version of us that other people see. That's the version of me that I'm focused
The
on.
version of yourself that you project to the world.
Right. What comes out.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he and I, we kind of were laughing about that, and I said, now see, that is reflective.
Mm-hmm.
That is him allowing himself to see himself through his mistakes, through the things that he considered a failure, through the way someone else didn't appreciate him the way he felt he should have been appreciated. Well, you learn to appreciate yourself.
That's
Hold
the
on. You learn to appreciate yourself so you can offer a better person. Go ahead.
That's the point where we talked about where you take that pause to reflect on yourself and be conscious of not getting lost in it. Because you don't want to turn the focus on me, because there are other people around you, other people that you are connected to. But sometimes you need to take that second, you know how they say stop, breathe,
Mm-hmm.
and then speak? It's the same thing. Stop, breathe, and then identify who you are.
Right.
So sometimes that is important. That's why we support Black men in therapy, Black women in therapy, Black people in therapy, all people in therapy, in that order. And the reason I say in that order is because Black men are taught first that you better not get help. You don't need no help. If you need help, you're weak.
Don't put the
And
white
then
folk in
Black
your business.
women are taught you don't need help from nobody. Don't seek help. Help yourself. And then everybody else. And that's the way I see it, in that order.
That's
But
what she
I
said.
feel like that's that time where you take that pause to really reassess yourself. Okay, I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago.
Oh my God.
I'm not the same person I was 15, 20, whatever years ago.
Man.
Lord knows I'm not the same person I was 30 years ago.
I consider, just thinking about what you just said, who I was when we met versus who I am today.
Vastly different people.
I'm giving that 100 degrees. No bullshit. Maybe not 180, but that is a complete 100 motherfucking degree shift.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Here.
Easy. Our conversation the beginning of the week.
I would argue it's a little more, but I'll take it.
What?
Hmm?
You said conversation earlier in the week.
I ain't gonna get all the way into it. We had a conversation at the beginning of the week, and I expressed to her that something bothered me. And she immediately
Handled that.
jumped on it. So, I didn't realize it bothered you that bad. Let me take care of that. And she did. Yeah. Nobody, and I'm saying it right now for the world to see, nobody would ever be able to express how much that meant for me.
Perfect example of an actual partnership.
That is love in action. When you say to your partner, hey, this does not make me feel good. And they say, oh, wait a minute. Really? God damn it, I didn't know.
And that speaks some
let me handle
volumes
it.
towards not only hearing, but hearing to understand.
Mm-hmm.
That understanding was like, oh, okay, I got that. I get it. I understand completely. Let me see what I can do about this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it really is. And that's what real partners do.
Sure enough.
And that's something that we are so, as a society, so far from.
That's why we push how we push polyamory. And it's not so everybody can have multiple relationships. Even though everybody should have multiple relationships. I am not saying that you should have multiple lovers.
Right.
But what I am saying is you should always have multiple relationships. And for all the people who ain't gonna like this, swallow it. With men and women.
Mm-hmm. And you should also surround yourself with partners who are understanding of those relationships.
Yes. I have been the male best friend to so many of my ex-lovers, it is ridiculous. And it's because we restructured the relationship that we once shared. Right. Because I didn't want to throw away this amazing person because she may have violated my trust. Or she may have lied to me. Or whatever of the 150,000 hard fucking lines in the sand that I used to stand behind. So, for me, it shifted to, you know what? Let me love the pieces of this person that I still can. And not concern myself with the pieces that I can't. So that's how I look at it. Every former relationship that I've ever had, I hold space for them to be a current relationship. Absolutely. Not in the capacity that they once were. But in whatever energy can exist between us now, that is positive. Because I know some amazing people. And a whole bunch of them I have dated. At least dated. And I like to believe that a strong 98, maybe even 99% of the people that I've ever been romantically involved with, I still have a functioning relationship with. Again, we do not have anything physical, but I wanted to not, again, throw away an incredible person.
Because there's been a lot of people over the years.
I know, but I still hold up. Listen, I sat and I counted. There's only 6 people that I don't still talk to. 6!
Yeah.
Out of all of those people, there's only 6 that I don't have an active relationship with.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's more than 75, I promise. Much more. Anyway, what did Brian say? Relationships without expectation of sex. Yeah.
That was.
Those are great.
Those are comments while you were talking. So it was in agreement with what you were saying at that time. I've been that's why I've been trying to acknowledge everything and make sure I'm taking note of questions.
Excuse me. Excuse my back. Right.
Stole it. Yeah, I did my little anthem.
Oh, this motherfucker!
Go get my fan, hurry!
Where the hell is it?
I'm having a moment.
It's in my dish.
No, it's okay.
You pop it, I'm gonna be real mad.
I
can't stand her.
Cut it out!
I can't get out.
I can't get out the
I do not need to hear both of y'all goddamn popping fans. You understand me?
Yes, you do.
No. You fan yourself. Do that. No popping.
Well, keep fanning
I just had
yourself.
to do it once.
All right.
Yes, keep fanning yourself.
You got it?
It's bouncing off the wall and hitting me too, girl. that is a wonderful flow of air right
We
here.
can switch up. You can use it.
No, go ahead. I'm
little
not that
air.
hot. Enjoy.
Michelle Walker, good evening, darling.
You know, I see that name.
I didn't.
I said, you know, I see that name.
Oh.
My first thought was,
Selena Lee, hi, honey. I didn't see you pop in there. Mr. Hawthorne, what you say, big fella? How you doing, buddy?
Brian, I do like puppies. I just don't like them if they grow big.
Well, they do.
Well, this puppy
Not
got
all
big.
puppies grow big.
Oh, grow big, right. Okay.
I like a little one.
You know you talking about me. And I'm about to.
I-
I'm about to call him all out his name.
I know, that's
in
why I
public.
was taking it elsewhere.
See how they do?
Hey, Roger Hawthorne's watching.
She always protecting you.
OG, triple OG.
Oh shit.
They would push it back down.
Hmm?
I said they would push that back down.
Yeah, we gotta get some new.
I'm grateful for all the people I get to know personally.
What have you missed?
A whole lot.
Woo! I don't
No,
even
you-
know where to start.
Right.
What's the last thing you know?
Pretty much on topic.
Oh, it's my first time joining. Really?
Really?
You know
You
what?
know what? No, you have, but there is
The
another
reality
Michelle
of it
Walker.
is,
Really?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
there are
It's
actually a
Michelle is
few.
Michelle.
Oh.
Yeah. So you didn't know that,
No,
that
she
was,
wasn't Michelle Walker no more.
but she didn't know that name. You know what I mean? Because you have her, you know her as every name she ever had.
Right.
But I know her as Michelle Walker.
Okay.
So when she saw the name, it was because of that.
All right. Well, Michelle Walker, who is watching,
Yes.
your first time watching, well, thank you for joining. We are Black polyamorous throuple. We live in Pittsburgh.
Core throuple.
Core
Because we
throuple.
do have other partners.
Yes, we do.
Regal Love is a throuple, but there is original love, which is tied into Regal Love.
And that is our polycule, or
Yes.
our
Our
tribe,
lives.
our poly family, our loves,
Yes.
the people that are
The people we'll grow old with.
the other people that are very important to us.
Yes.
How about that?
They're just not as
Hey!
local as us.
She is solo poly.
Yes,
Hi!
hey!
Welcome!
Yes, we love solo poly people too. We love all poly in all forms.
All right. So, okay.
Where are you from, Michelle Walker? Go ahead. You can keep going. See what
I was trying to recap. Tonight we've been talking about intentionality, being intentional,
And we were talking about our different dynamics as
Mhm.
far as physical and emotional. Yeah.
and you happen to be back. Hey, you're local.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say uh-oh.
Well, we definitely should meet sometime.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
we can meet out somewhere nice and public. You know, maybe go bowling, axe throwing. You know, I'm down for axe throwing.
Yes.
We actually have a possible axe throwing date coming up.
Right.
All of us.
We definitely we were not talking about it. I was supposed
Yes.
to talk about it, so I'm gonna start talking about it right now, and everybody else is hearing about it, and I'm talking about them too. So
Uh-oh. That's all I got to say about that. Like, Lord, I got nervous.
next month, August. Next month, I want to
Leo
do
season.
I want to do a live guest for PolyTalk. A polyamorous person, couple, throuple, tribe, whatever you got. I would love to have some other folks on as standing examples.
Yeah.
We put ourselves out a lot to be seen, to be recognized as polyamorous.
To bring awareness.
Yes,
To what
because
poly is.
representation matters.
Yes.
It always has and it always will.
Especially in the community.
Hey, if you don't see it, you don't believe you can be it.
That part.
And this is what I have always believed. You know, until I seen a black man be a success, I didn't think it was really possible.
And when I saw
Heard
that
about
man
it.
be president.
Heard about it, but Didn't think it was possible until I seen it. Then I seen it and I recognized it, and then ultimately I became.
Mhm.
So, again, this is part of the reason why I do want to do something in the neighborhood of a PolyTalk Live with other poly folks. And that hopefully, if everything, hopefully, if everything pans out, that'll roll over into our event that we're trying to put together. I'm trying to dot the last few I's and cross the last few T's. Then I'm gonna start promoting the fuck out of it. That we're going to put together our first official PolyTalk live studio audience. It's going to be a paparazzi party. So put that shit
Red
on.
carpet, baby.
Red carpet. Put that
Yes.
shit on. Come dressed to the
Good.
9s, 10s, and the 11s.
I like to show off.
Michelle wants to know any disabled people in the community that you know of.
Oh, hell yeah. To many different degrees.
My
Oh, yeah.
my child is disabled.
Oh, okay.
She's deaf but oral. Would be a great.
Okay.
Outstanding.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. I like the squash myths.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Not
Hell yeah.
handicapped, handy capable.
That's right. You doing your
Yes.
thing, lady.
My son is autistic and he has a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has grown up
Wow.
understanding what polyamory
Yes.
really is. It
And he
is
loves it.
getting love from multiple sources
And-
because everybody loves Daryl.
And here's the crazy part. When he is asked what he thinks of it, his literal answer is, it's just love. Nothing more. Nothing more. Everybody loves
She
everybody.
said her son is autistic as well.
Mm.
He's young though. Well,
My son will be 20 in August. Yeah. And I've worked with young autistic and I'm striving to do something big for autistic adults one day.
Yes, he is awesome.
Absolutely.
That's right, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But again, when he's 5, okay.
oh, really?
Oh yeah, that good rambunctious
Yeah,
age.
that's very
Daryl is another fantastic example of kids growing up in polyamory. Because Daryl has no true understanding what the sexual situation is.
No.
Because we don't demonstrate that in front of him.
Nope.
There is no need for him to understand that.
Right.
Because that's for the adults.
Exactly.
That ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with the children.
And though he is now an adult, it still has nothing to do with him.
Right. Right. That's for the adults involved.
But he does definitely see the love.
Yes,
in the
yes.
Oh, wow.
He sees yeah. Oh,
Oh,
girl.
Yes.
Ooh, that's
19
nice.
years?
Oh my. Oh,
I
Yikes.
applaud you.
know, that is a
I applaud
Oh,
you,
my
baby,
chest
for
hurt.
doing
I've
it
had-
all
I've
over
had
again.
Those kind of nightmares.
Oh, my
like
goodness.
Pregnant, like, oh my
Yes.
God, like, no.
Stay on top of it.
Oh.
Wraparound services are everything.
Wow.
Yes. Look into all the programs available. We can talk.
Ken Luke will be interested in being a guest in the future.
Absolutely.
Ken, are you a Pittsburgh person or do you come to Pittsburgh? We asking because we don't know.
We only film here, so I would assume you
Yeah,
come
but
here.
can't you bring people in like
Wherever.
through the computer? Like you don't have to.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
We
Okay,
definitely
you know what?
can. We did that with the kids.
Well,
We
I'll
did
tell
it
you
with
what.
kids.
I mean, this is 2025.
Yeah, we
And-
did it with Jazz and Jewel.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah.
As Vernice just pointed out,
Yeah.
we were officially looking to do a in-person thing, but it doesn't have to be in person.
Right.
We can bring you on. Listen, I can explain. I'm sure
No
you
need
can.
whatsoever. Your choices are yours, baby.
I'm
and we
sure
love
you
it for
can.
You as long as you love it. Yes. Oh, Ken said we met. Oh, wait. Is I can't pull up your picture right now because I'll lose the chat.
Wait, is that the dude
You're right,
we
that's
met
what I'm
at Motivational Monday? Is that who we met?
before. I'm from Pittsburgh.
We on
I would
LinkedIn?
think so.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
I'll wait for the answer.
Okay, you
Yeah.
do that.
Our answers are delayed, so we might not get it for a second.
I'm still cracking up at listen, I can explain. I'm giggling at that for real. Okay, Michelle.
Yeah, she had already told me.
Yeah. We want to go ahead and
She might have thought we were talking American. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Ken.
So Tyra knows exactly who she
I know
who he
you
is.
as I know you as your government.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
we
sorry.
did meet him
I
at,
can't see your
Motivational Monday.
picture because I'm looking on a phone, so it's so small that I really can't see the picture of him. But if I pull up the picture on there, you'll see.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, Michelle,
what side of town you from?
yeah, let's make occasion to be in the same place at the same time.
Right.
I mean, shit. What
Yeah.
else?
We can meet out somewhere, go have a nice outing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just find some shit we like to do just cause. All right. Oh, and she's south side.
Oh, okay.
Around the corner, basically.
Yeah,
Something.
right.
Okay.
Right around the
You got it.
riverbed.
Right. Yeah, that's real close.
Yes.
All right.
Not far at all.
Yep.
Wow, that's a drastic
Yeah, it's a
difference
lag.
in the lag. Yeah, right.
Mhm.
At this point, I don't know
fixed
which
my
one's
hair
faster.
I fixed my hair like 20 seconds ago. I
Whatever.
did because I reached up like.
Michelle, are you on the Eddie page or
Get to the
on the
camera
Regal
more.
Love page? I don't know which one you're on right now, Doug.
Yeah.
Isn't that your page right here?
Is this mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your
That's your
page.
page.
This is Regal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's on your page.
Because Regal usually has the eyeball up top.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay. So so I can catch up with her.
Okay.
She's on the Regal Love page. All right. So I can catch up with you. Okay.
Me too.
All right. Right. It don't matter.
Right.
We got both feeds are coming up, so it's happening. That's where we at. So we again, thank you folks that are in Pittsburgh. We are definitely going to be getting in touch so we can again make occasion to be in the same place so we can get some things done here. Because I have it has long been my personal hope to link the poly community together. Again, I'm not saying everybody has to be everybody's lover. That is not it. But what I am saying is everybody is in a space to be able to understand each other and support each other in that.
Right.
That's the unity that I would love to be a part of.
And what I was gonna say is we're not out searching for new members to Regal Love.
Right.
What we are searching for is like-minded individuals that we can associate with, that can associate with us. So we can all learn from shared knowledge, different experiences. It's all family. It's all love. You know, like he said, it's not that we're out to sexualize people and things like that.
Right.
No, we're out to make connections to grow. Because polyamory is a real love style. And it is so misconstrued with other lifestyles that it gets blurred. So we want to be an example of what it is definitively.
Yeah, because again, we try not to overemphasize the sexual part of it. As human beings, we're sexual beings. That's just part of the way it goes. So there's no need to put a whole lot of energy and extra communication about that side of it, because that side of it usually takes care of itself. But to take the time to openly communicate to your partner what you need, what you require to feel the way you need to feel to be the best version of yourself. These are the things that we try to make sure that we bring light to, so everybody can benefit from it. Because we want to love other people. And we want these other people to, in a healthy way, be able to give and receive love to and from us. Is that fair to say? What you think? She wasn't even listening. See how that goes?
I was
Do
responding.
you see how that goes? And that was eloquent and a motherfucker. I know it was. I could feel it in my footsies. All right. I think we're gonna go and get out of here. Cause yeah, we are running well beyond our usual. Oh, Michelle, you know Dana. Oh, you know our boo.
Ah, okay.
Okay, you know our boo. Fuck. There was something I'm supposed to be talking about. It's more on the personal side, and again, at this exact second, I can't think of what the hell it was.
It's okay. It's all right.
I do not love when that happens.
Nobody does.
Speaking of do not love, hey D, miss you boo, love you.
Can't wait to see you.
Is she on?
No.
Oh.
But she'll watch it and
Yeah, she
make sure
yeah,
that I tell my
she
tell my
does
love her
watch
hi.
later
Right.
when she can't watch.
Right.
Okay.
Time of.
Okay.
Like I said, folks, I know there was something else I really did want to address, but at this moment I can't seem to remember what it was.
Life happens.
It does. As per the who wants to date Bernard's friend. The questions that kind of stick out the most to me were is the man capable of bringing another woman into the fold? And are the women capable of accepting that woman into the fold?
If vibes are vibing, then yes. But everybody's not for everybody. And that is a mature understanding in polyamory. Because I feel like there are some people who may be really into somebody that everybody else might not be feeling, but this person is still respectful. They're still cool to be around sometimes.
They're Maras.
They're mature.
They're
Exactly.
responsible adults, yeah.
Exactly. And that is perfectly fine too. You know, I don't have to be involved with absolutely everybody they are involved with. But I would at least like to be included with the people they're involved with. So I would like for it to be somebody that I get along with as well. Even if we have a deep friendship bond or any kind of connection in there. I don't want to be around people I just can't stand. Like, who does? And nobody should be. And if it's somebody I can't stand, okay, just don't bring them to me. Don't bring them in where I reside. But if you have that connection elsewhere and it's a good connection, so be it. Everybody's not for everybody, just like everything ain't for everyone.
Okay. Michelle comes back and says, how did you prepare for the new possible dynamic? Well, for me, I have a very it is what it is mentality and perspective. Much, much different than the way a lot of people try to use that phrasing. For me, I just want to be able to accept things exactly what it looks like in front of me. No more, no less. I am not going to assign it a negative nor a positive quota. How it makes me feel energetically affects me. That's the only thing I'm worried about. The rest of it, I'm not even thinking about.
For me, I'm a very positive person. So if it's not something that disturbs my peace, I'm very accepting. And I think that's fair to say about me. You know, as long as it's not something that actually disturbs my peace. I don't need you.
So Michelle then says, so I keep people in their own lane. They don't know each other, but do know others may exist.
Whoa, that's a little murky.
Right. Yeah.
That's a little murky.
In my opinion, I feel like they should definitively know that other people exist, even if they're still separate. But that is me, personally. You know, I do believe everybody should poly the way they see fit. Absolutely. That's just my opinion.
And it's not to say that everybody has to interact, everybody has to, you know, even speak to each other.
Right.
But as long as I agree there should be an absolute understanding. Because here's the reality. Every person is going to influence you somehow.
Right.
And when someone who already has a working understanding of you gets thrown a loop because you have now been influenced by someone else, it fucks with the way people look at reality. It's almost as bad as gaslighting.
By not knowing, that opens the venue of people feeling betrayed. And that is the biggest part of the downfall of a lot of relationships in my experience. You know, a lot of it has nothing to do with the act that occurred. It has more to do with the betrayal. Yeah. And it's because this is something that was kept from me. Mm-hmm. I knew it was possible, but did I know it was actually happening? That's a big difference. And
Drew Hill,
personal experience, I have ended relationships because of the feeling of being betrayed. It had nothing to do with the actual act itself. I did not care that they did this. What I cared about is they kept it from me. Hey, Yogi. Hey, Kanisha.
Might have told the truth then.
Yogi and Kanisha.
Hey, Yogi, what's going on, baby? Kanisha Jones, you came back, huh? I knew you missed me. That's all you got to do is say you missed me.
She missed me. She wanted to see girls. Yes.
Michelle Walker, ethically and consensually.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They would absolutely know if there are others. I'm currently single.
Okay.
Please forgive my former wording.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no forgiveness necessary.
We
You
have
know?
a lag in our stream, so
Yeah.
it might be read in a different part of what we're saying.
But thank you for clearing that up.
Yes.
Because I was like, oh, she cute and she cheat. I don't like that. So, like I said, man.
We read that wrong.
Yeah, we read it wrong. but like I said, when you understand, when you have an understanding of your partner, and they start to behave in a way that this is what we were just talking about. They start to behave in a way that you don't recognize. In a lot of cases, it comes from an outside influence, because that influence speaks to you in a way that you haven't already been spoken to. Yeah, I don't play with people's feelings. That's a dangerous game.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. Because
Appreciate you shouting.
people are so trained to play with other people's feelings without even really intending to. They're doing it without realizing they're doing it because they were just raised a certain type of way. So they don't even understand the emotional, lashback on the other end.
Backlash. I got you. I got you. I'm right here. I got you.
I love you. Backlash on the other side of that. And that is a cycle that we strive to break. Like when we talk to each other and try to make sure that when we're done with that conversation, everybody has a perfect understanding.
No hurt feelings.
No hurt feelings.
Misunderstandings. I recognize where I may have been speaking a little more aggressive than I wanted to, but it's just because I'm passionate about what I'm talking about.
Right.
That type of intentionality. Fellas, that's what I was talking about before. Because my daughter said this shit to me a couple weeks back. My daughter said, I have never been a victim of your anger, but I felt it. Yeah. And that shit has stuck with me ever since. Yeah. As
shout
men,
out to Dr. Jazz.
Shout out to Dr. Jazz. As men, we don't recognize what our intensity feels like. We feel it inside, but we ain't paying attention. That shit radiates out. And the women who are in tune with us, they absorb that shit. And that is frightening. And in a lot of cases, borderline terrifying for them. Mm-hmm. And I have apologized to my ladies repeatedly. I'm so sorry that I ever allowed y'all to feel that. Because I love both of you way too much for that. So that's all my bad. But y'all ain't got to worry about that no more. So I got that part.
Because he knows how to do better on that.
That's right.
Like we learn to do better on things that we understand sets his mind down a certain path.
Yes.
You know, because everybody has their things.
The consideration.
Everybody has their things. I won't say everybody has their traumas. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
But
don't focus
everybody has certain things that they just don't.
Basically a trigger for whatever.
Yeah,
you know, just
it's a trigger, even if it's not
right. I mean,
founded in a trauma.
But still, there's certain actions, certain words, certain
that is like, wait, what?
Because it had you experience something negative in the past behind it, and so when that behavior is repeated, even though they don't even know that it's happening, but because of what those certain words, you're like. Wait, I've heard those words before.
Yeah, and they associate it
something
elsewhere.
negative happened. You know, they acted a certain way.
Complex.
They acted a certain way.
Difficult.
And
I'm sorry. They acted a certain way. Go ahead.
I'm just saying they acted a
Welcome
certain
to
way,
the
and then it
show.
reminded you of something that happened in your past, and then it didn't end well, and it
Right.
just hurt your feelings, and then
Right,
when
and then
you-
your
when that-
feelings are
right,
hurt all
right.
over again without them intending to hurt your feelings to begin with.
Mhm.
right,
But it's like a fresh wound
Right.
because it's still something that
Right.
wasn't resolved within yourself.
right,
Yeah. Even if you think it's resolved in life, sometimes you are just triggered by something. And this is where mature and responsible adults come in. You have to understand what your triggers are.
Mm.
You have to be able to identify, and if you don't understand what all your triggers are, you need to be able to identify, oh wait, this is a trigger because I'm feeling this way. So let me not take this out on this person because I know this person isn't trying to trigger me.
Mhm.
They're not the person that did this to me to begin with, because that's all it is.
It's a reminder.
It's a reminder of what initially happened.
What someone else did to you that made you
Right.
feel some type of way.
right,
Yeah.
right.
That's what a trigger is.
Right.
Michelle, you've been following me a long time or something, because you just used one of my favorite phrases. Respect is paramount. When I tell you, you need out?
Yeah.
She need
it's
out.
11 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's time to go.
Man in time.
Oh, for real? Okay.
It's 11 o'clock. Excuse me, y'all.
She coming out, and we're going to finish up. We're going to get the hell on.
You got my phone?
I'll get it.
No, I'm saying you have my phone in case somebody
Oh, okay.
responds.
Oh, I see it. All right, here we come, folks. We coming back. We ain't gonna be here for a long time. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. Yes, Michelle, great minds, darling. So, hey, T, I didn't see you in here. Nisha, I didn't see. Hi, honey. When you coming back to Pittsburgh? And you don't never call me no more. I used to get the wonderful good morning texts. I'm pouting. See, look. It don't matter. Anyway, yeah, we saying good night. That's what's happening. Yeah, that's what's happening. All right, we saying good night. Thank you everybody for checking in with us. We are very, very grateful for the time that anybody spent. And hopefully something. Hi T, hi baby, miss you. Hopefully something that was said made sense and is going to help with your current relationship or possibly your next. We try to work from a space of love and experience, because I always say I fucked up enough that I want to help people not do it. So that's one of the biggest reasons why we do PolyTalk at all. Again, understanding that representation is important, and you need to be able to see polyamory in action, see it work. For people who have been following us for a long time, this is a different configuration. But this is still love and it's still happening. And they over here acting up. So we're about to get on out.
I'm trying not to cover you.
So, like I said, we love you and we mean it. Appreciate everybody who came in to check us out tonight, and we're gonna get the hell on out of here. Well, Tyra, since you're over here, just go and
I am.
hit the finish.
Okay.
All right, we gonna holler at y'all next time. Peace.
Good night. Look, if I can get it to. I'm mad.